All right, and we're back. So we are getting ready to finish up part 2 of 11.9, and we introduce probability back into the situation, and we're focusing on combinations. So hopefully you're noticing that in the problems. What makes it a combination? Well, combinations involve groups, and they don't involve any ordering of any kind. Okay? All right, 2 more problems. Stacy has the option of selecting 3 books to read for a humanities course. And the suggested book list consists of 10 biographies and 5 current event books, so 15 total. She decides to select 3 books, and here we go, okay, right off the bat, at random. What does that mean? No preference, not ordering, no arranging. So that confirms it's a what? Combination or permutation? Combination. That's right. Okay? So we're looking for the probability that all 3 books are current events. Okay. So find the probability of 3 current event books. You know what? I'm going to move that down a little bit so I have some room on the top and the bottom. All right, sorry. Probability of 3 current event books. All right, I encourage you to do the bottom first. It's just a little easier because there's no restrictions, no requirements, right? So the bottom is the total number of groups of 3 books possible. Okay, well, groups, right? That's going to be a combination. So combination. And how many total books are there? 5 current events and 10 biographies. Remember, the bottom is not concerned about the specific result. That's the top. So 15, and how many are in our group? 3. Okay, now the top. Top is not made up of biographies and current events, just looking at current events. So if we want to guarantee success, and that's what the top is interested in, just picking 3 current event books, then we have to only pick from what? The 5 current event books. Okay? So our top will be a combination of 5, pick 3. So the top is specific, and the 5 is how many current event books there were. So that's pretty straightforward, right? So let's go ahead and calculate that. I'll let you grab your calculator. And I'm going to look at the combination button. And the top is 5C3. And that's only 10. And the bottom is 15C3, and that's 455. And 10 divided by 455 is, that's very, very low. It makes sense, right? Because you would think the probability of this would be very low because there's 10 autobiography books. Surely if you close your eyes and you reached into a box containing these 15 books, you would think out of 3 selections, you would certainly pick at least 1 biography, right? Well, if you look at the answer to this, you get 0.02 or 2%. Very unlikely that you would be able to pick 3 straight current event books from those 15. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. All right, gang. Last problem. Here we go. The store has 6 different fitness books and 3 different magazines, news magazines. If a customer buys 3 magazines at random, did I say fitness books? Fitness magazines. Just have magazines here, no books at all. Customer buys 3, so that's how many we're picking. Maybe they close their eyes and they point. Okay, find the probability that the customer will pick 2 fitness and 1 news magazine. At random again. So that tells me combinations, right? Combinations. Okay. I'm going to pause the video. I want you to pause the video and then figure out the bottom first. So we're going the probability that we're going to select 2 fitness and, that's a key word, and 1 news. And what I'd like you to do is figure out the bottom first. Okay, the total number of, I'm not even going to tell you what, just the total. Go ahead and pause it and then come back and we'll talk about the bottom. Okay, go ahead. All right, you're back. Well, I hope that you thought about the fact that we're doing 3 magazines. So the total is going to be 3 magazines out of how many? 6 and 3, right? 9. So we're doing combinations because they're random groups. Okay. So combination of 9, pick 3. Yes? Awesome. I hope so. Okay. Now what I want you to do is pause the video and see if you can figure out the top. Keyword here, and we've seen it before. It typically means to do a special type of group, and then resume the video when you have figured out what you want to represent the top. Okay, go ahead and pause. Okay, well, I hope when you saw the word and, you thought, oh, that involves multiplication. So this is a 2-part combination. So let's first do the fitness. We want to pick 2 fitness. To guarantee 2 fitness, we have to pick only from the fitness magazines. How many are there? 6. So we're going to do a combination of 6, pick 2. That'll give us how many different groups of 2 fitness magazines we can get. And then we want 1 news magazine. Well, that's going to be another little group of 1, huh? How many news magazines are there? 3. And how many are we picking? 1. Well, you'll notice, this is kind of interesting. We didn't exclude any videos. We didn't exclude any books, all right? So we're picking from everything in play. And if you'll notice that the 6, whoa, that's interesting. I don't know what that is, some kind of mist or fog. Notice that the 6 plus 3 adds up to what? 9. Yep. And the 2 plus 1, what does that add up to? 3. So we're using all the magazines at our disposal, but we just broke them up differently. Okay? So I would encourage you to use parentheses in the top and go ahead and calculate that. This seems like the probability would be fairly 50-50. You know, I think because we're getting 2 fitness and 1 news, and that's kind of the ratio that we have to pick from, right? So I'm thinking this is going to be, you got about a maybe, 40-45% chance, something like that. Let's see what happens. So you're going to your calculator, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So let's see if I can remember this. C6C2 and 3C1. Okay. So math, probability, combination. So we're picking 2. We're picking 2 from the fitness, and we're picking, how many news were there? I think there was 3C1. Okay. Math, probability, and we're picking 3. Now again, you could do this all at one time, but I want to do that. I want to see the top and bottom separately. So the top is 45. So the top is 45. And the bottom 9C3. There's quicker ways to do this, but I don't want to throw you off by using the entry key or recalling the memory of the calculator. We'll just do it step by step. 84. Look at that. That's exactly what I thought. Don't you love it when your instincts are right? 84, right? Should pay attention. 84, yep. Okay, so 45 divided by 84. 54%. I was off by a little bit. It's better than half. So it's approximately 0.5357. There you go. All right. Hey, I want to finish up just by telling you, out of all the tests that you've taken, getting ready and doing the practice test is probably the most important thing you can do for this chapter. So go ahead and put your your formula sheet together, have everything handy, and the practice test, which is in the syllabus. So go look at the syllabus. It'll have outlined which problems to do. If you can look at the problem and pick out what kind of probability without knowing what section it's from, that's such a important practice. You haven't done that yet. You've been doing problems one section at a time, and you kind of knew what to do because you just had a lecture on it, okay? You go back in now and do the practice test where you don't know what section it's from. It'll really see if you are starting to pick out keywords and key ideas that separate one problem from another, okay? I look forward to hearing back on how you're doing and how your preparation's coming. Email me if I can help you out in any way. All right, take care. Bye.